What's going on, guys? Welcome back. And today's video is awesome as usual. So if you guys saw 2 videos ago when I showed you guys the new saltwater tank, you guys heard, if you remember, I lost all my fish. My 2 clowns that I had for over a year and the flame angel and everything, something wiped out the whole tank. I don't know if it was a pathogen or whatever it was. Everything else was fine, but the fish didn't make it. So I've waited a lot of time, done a couple water changes, added coral are fine, everything's good. It's been over a month for sure. I even added a cleaner shrimp the other day and he's doing great. He's been in there for about a few weeks. It is time to finally add more fish, which I am super excited. And I'm gonna go the same route as I did my last tank because they're probably some of my favorite fish, and there were a lot of people's favorite fish. And I got 2 new fishes. So I'm super excited. So the last time I had 2 just regular Oscillarius clownfishes, just the orange and white that you see Finding Nemo. They were great. I loved them. They're some of my favorite fish. They're great for smaller tanks, and they're really cost effective. So this time I got 2 more clownfish. I got another pair. Although I went a little bit more expensive, a little bit more pricey. I went with some more designer clownfish. I got a frostbite clown and I think it's a Da Vinci mocha is what the other one is. It might be a gladiator. I can't remember. The names run together. But I just picked them up. They are right there in that box. I got them from Aquatic Arsenal. They are a local coral dealer around here. They have some fish too, but they're mostly coral. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys check them out. I can actually leave a link down below. They do auctions. They sell a ton of good coral. Most of the coral in this tank are from them, and they do really good. So let's get these guys home, and I'll show you me acclimating them, and we'll get them in the tank. All right, so I'm back home, and yeah, got the fish inside. I've jury rigged a acclimating setup, and it looks very janky. I know, but let me just explain a few things. So the first thing I want to say is I am not going to be quarantining these fish. Now let me explain why. So the reason, normally I do try and quarantine my fish. I really do, especially if it's a newer established tank. The reason I'm not, there's 2 reasons I'm not. The first is these are the only fish in that tank. There's no other fish for them to infect. So worst case scenario, the tank gets infected, and I mean, I just have to not put fish in for a while. That's just the way it is. So I'm really not worried about quarantine that way because I have no other fish for them to infect. The second reason is I know where these fish came from. I didn't come from from a fish store that had just gotten them in the other week and they were selling them. They had these clowns for a little while. I know the salinity, everything they came from. They actually already started keeping them at a slightly higher salinity for me before I came and picked them up. I know how they treat them. I know how they medicate them. So I know everything these fish have gone through before I got them, and I feel very comfortable putting them in my tank. Honestly, this is probably one of the rare instances I would have put them in the tank even if I had other fish, just because I knew where they were coming from. But those are the 2 reasons. Like I said, I do recommend quarantining in most cases. Quarantining is a diverse or a controversial subject. You got people that don't, people that do. It just kind of depends on the situation. So yeah, so I have them drip acclimating. So I'm just doing a quick, probably an hour. I normally do an hour, but I'm not even putting them in a bucket. I've just got them in their bags. I'm dripping them for probably 30 minutes. We'll see how full the bags get. Kind of see them in there, maybe. There we go. And then once they do that, I'm actually going to close the bags back up, plop them in the tank, in the bags, and just acclimate them to temperature that way, because it's not going to be quite enough doing it this way. So they're going to get dripped for about 30 to 45 minutes until the bags get kind of full. Like I said, I know the salinity they're coming from, and it's very close to what I have already, so I'm not worried about that. Once they're temperature acclimated, then I'm going to get them with a net and put them in the tank, but I'll show you guys that. So let's let them acclimate, and I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. So I forgot to pay attention and film me putting them in, but there they are. Let's see if I can pop a lens filter on so you can see them better. Alright, that's much better. You can see them. So there's the frostbite clown, and I'm not sure, I think this one's actually a gladiator. So you can see the kind of white patterning on there. But there they are. Super excited to have fish back in the tank. Will probably be the only fish for a while. I'm not sure. We'll see how they do. The next fish I think I'm going to get is going to be a bicolor blenny, because they will help munch on all this hair algae that I'm dealing with. But I finally got the sump kind of sort of taken care of. I got that skimmer going, and hopefully today I will have this turned into a macroalgae reactor. So I'll update you guys on that a little bit later. But there they are. I think I'm probably gonna, well, I don't know what I'm gonna name them. If you guys have any names, drop in the comments below. Typically one will end up a female and one will end up a male. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I will see you guys later.